up, guys? Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com here at Team Weingarten's Brick House Bodybuilding Gym. I'm here with Neal Miller, who won 4 swords this past weekend in Louisville, Kentucky. Neal, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. I appreciate you having me.
Fantastic. This is the first time I'm here at the Brick House Bodybuilding Gym. Gym built by hand by Steve Weingarten, piece by piece. Looks absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Absolutely. If you hear the voice of Steve, it's because he's right next to me. It's not like some paranormal, supernatural type thing. But tell us a little bit about these 4 swords. You did spectacular at Brent Jones Kentucky Derby Festival.
Thank you.
And definitely, please tell us about that.
Absolutely. I got first place in, let's see, lightweight bodybuilding open class, masters bodybuilding lightweight class. I got first place I got overall in masters classic. This is my first classic show I've done, and I got second place in the open classic division. Very cool, very cool. And you were telling me off camera that competing to you, I mean, it's a hobby, but it's something that you really, really enjoy. You got started in 2010 with the help of some friends, but ever since your second show moving forward, you've been with Steve, and it's something that you really love, right? Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard to explain, when people ask, how is it, competitive bodybuilding, and there's a distinct difference between somebody who just works out and somebody who does competitive bodybuilding, and it's hard to explain unless you've actually done it. It's a very unique experience, and it takes a unique person as well. Absolutely. I saw your picture from the factory. I think it was like today or yesterday. And you're talking about going to Pittsburgh, which I think is awesome. And it makes sense. I mean, I heard a show here. I heard it was about 400, 450 with crossovers. It's a big, big show. It is. So to go in there and do as well as you did, I think Pittsburgh is the next logical step. Absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's been a goal of mine for a long time. I have no doubt that me and Steve are going to make that happen. We've done really well. I've been working with Steve for 4+ years now, and we've not only is he my coach, but he's also my friend. We have perfect chemistry. We're on board. Anytime I've ever had a problem in prep or come to a halt, he's always figured it out, and we've always succeeded and done well. So absolutely, yeah. I always say Steve's one of the most underrated coaches there is. I really think that he deserves a lot more accolades, and both from his lifestyle clients as well as his competitor clients. Everybody is very happy with him, and it's a very tight-knit team. I mean, your brother's on the team also, which is really cool. And you said you competed at Masters. You don't even look like you're old enough to drink, so I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome. I look like 150, but the thing is, I think it's awesome though that it's unique. That your friends and family, they understand what you're doing, because a lot of times, you have to explain it to folks. They don't quite get it. Sometimes they'll try to peer pressure you into going out and drinking. And so it's good that you have that support. Absolutely. Yep. So, yeah, it's tough. And I got to give a shout out to my girlfriend for Jackie for hanging in there. She's amazing through the prep. It's not hard, or it's not easy on anyone, especially being in a relationship. And she was there for me and my rock, So I give the biggest shout out to her for that too. So definitely. So Neal, talk to us a little bit about the transition from bodybuilding to classic. I mean, to me, it's classic bodybuilding, but some people will snap at you for that. So it's not bodybuilding; it's classic physique. But really, it really truly seems to me to be old school bodybuilding. That 60s, 70s, even early 80s look. So what attracted you to the division? Well, I'll tell you what. Steve's been trying to get me to do it since it's been introduced to the NPC, and I kind of just been, oh no, I'm going to stay with bodybuilding, and then so happened I ran into Jimmy Hornback in the gym, and had him take a look at me here recently, or before the Derby show, and he actually mentioned the same thing. He said, you know what, you have a great classic physique, as far as your all-around package. I would highly recommend you do it, consider it. And I even told him, I said, well, Steve's been trying to get me to do it since it came out, so I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. So this is my first show doing classic, and I enjoyed it very much. I enjoy the classic posing, and I'm going to probably continue to pursue it. So. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, when your coach and then Kentucky head judge tell you that, I think it's pretty good to know.
So with regards to posing though, how much do you practice? The great Kevin Johnson is part of Steve's team also.
Absolutely.
One of the perennial posers in the region, if not the country.
Absolutely.
Knocking on the top 5, 212 door there. He's been in the top 5. He's actually probably knocking on the top 3 door. But how much practice do you put into your posing?
Posing is crucial. I mean, you can have the best physique out there, and if you don't execute your posing properly, it's not going to mean anything. So Steve, he's an excellent posing coach, as well as Kevin. Kevin, I've worked with Kevin a little bit here and there too, and Kevin's going to help me put together a good routine for that national show. So I'll be working with him. Look forward to working with him on that as well. But
yeah, there's something about I think, and from going to all these posing clinics and covering them all, there's a way to pose for the judges during the mandatories, but then there's a way to pose for the audience, and there's an entertainment factor there that's undeniable in bodybuilding. A lot of bodybuilding shows you fall asleep, you're so bored, so it's good to have a nice routine.
Absolutely.
And so with regards to the prep, what would you say, again, this is my sort of canned question, but I like to ask, what comes easiest to you, and what would you say is the most challenging aspect for you?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's again, it takes a unique person to follow that meal plan to a T, and your coach they set you up with a meal plan, and you need to follow it to a T. That's the only way that they're going to be able to adjust and to get your physique to look the best. So, there's the easy part for me is just it's that simple. Your coach gives you a meal plan and you follow it. You don't deviate from it. It makes everything easier on everybody else. So that's the part that's easy for me. And then where it gets a little more difficult is you get closer to the show, and then if your body comes to a halt, or is trying to not drop that extra weight, that's where a good coach comes in play too. Someone with experience, like Steve has. He's always just he's been able to figure that out, whether it be giving me more rest or stopping the cardio or giving me more food or less food. He's always figured that out. So the toughest is just the closer you get to the show, the more intense things get, a little more stress your body has. Your cheat meals start going away.
Right.
So it's as the closer you get to the show, of course it gets tougher at that point.
What do you love most about it, though? About the whole process?
Oh man, stepping on that stage, knowing that you put in that work, you didn't deviate from your meal plan, nothing's left on the table. And once you get out there and you hear the crowd and you have that camaraderie with all the other guys, it's just that's what it's all about.
Fantastic. So next for you, looks like to be Pittsburgh. I know you said you got some things in the works. I'm not going to ask you what those are, but you've got a lot on your plate, and you got a good coach here, a great coach.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we'll be in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely.
He needs to be in Pittsburgh. You guys need to show him off in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And make sure to tell people that he'll coach them after he coaches you.
That's right. Absolutely.
There you go. All right, awesome. And what's your social media and all that fun stuff?
It's Neal Flex Miller on Instagram and just Neal Miller on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
For Neal Miller, this is Christian Duke.
Thank you.
Brick House Bodybuilding Gym here in Louisville, Kentucky, StrengthAddicts.com.